Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to another video. Different type of video, a vlog you say, on the movie news, right? It's been a while since I did one. But this one, this article, the story I've heard was just recent. And it just caught my attention. I want to talk about this when I had the time, so. Steven Spielberg. You know, I love Steven Spielberg. One of my all-time favorite directors, who directed my all-time favorite movie, Jurassic Park. I have enjoyed most of all of his movies. I've enjoyed. A lot of people don't like the Lost World Jurassic Park. I like it still. I love Saving Private Ryan, my favorite war film. I enjoyed War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise and Minority Report with Tom Cruise. I love the Indiana Jones movies, including the fourth one. I think it's underrated. A lot of people don't like that one, but I enjoyed the fifth one. Oh, fifth one. Screw that. I meant the fourth one, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I even like AI, artificial intelligence. What else? Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal, both films with Tom Hanks. I haven't seen in a long time. Bridge of Spies I have not seen though, so I can't judge on that one. The BFG, the Big Friendly Giants from Disney. I did not like that. When I reviewed that long ago though, it was kind of a review though, but now or since then my thoughts on that film was dwindled. Now, so if I did it again, it would be a rant this time. So yeah, so on the BFG, my thoughts have ever since I did that review, since then on till now, with my thoughts I've been indifferent about that now. So yeah, but the BFG and some of the other ones that beforehand, Schindler's List, a lot of people like Schindler's List because I like Liam Neeson, I do. I enjoy War Horse. I really do enjoy War Horse. I do. Lincoln, which I just reviewed for Thanksgiving, I really enjoyed Lincoln. And but Steven Spielberg, great director, one of the best directors. Well, a lot of people say he's one of the best directors of all time, to say, But yeah, my all-time favorite film, Jurassic Park. But the point of getting it is 3 minutes in, I know. But the one film that also my personal favorites, that I also really love, and also one of his best films, also is Jaws. Now about Jaws, I don't know what he's been smoking or what he's been taking to whatever it is. Okay, Steven Spielberg, he made a comment saying now, decades later now, probably you say, well, over 75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015. 22, yeah. Okay, 47 years later. 47 years later, now he goes and says he regrets making Jaws now. He regrets making Jaws. You know why? The reason why he says now he regrets making Jaws? Because of the shark population. The impact of the shark population. Steven Spielberg, you are a freaking idiot. FOSS. You have FOSS. Full of shit syndrome. You're just... Okay. Here's an article I read from I know it's on other place, but here's one I read from Cinema Blend. He says, Quentin Tarantino recently named it, because Jaws, one of the best horror films of all time. Yes, I do. I agree with that. Quentin Tarantino recently named it his pick of the greatest movie ever made. Despite all the praise Jaws has received over nearly 50 years later, Spielberg did speak the one regret he has about making the movie. Over the years, some have argued that Jaws was so effective that perhaps negatively impacted the livelihood of sharks on our planet, which are greatly threatened with extinction across various species of marine animals. Spielberg spoke out aspect of Jaws, saying, Spielberg, I quote, I truly and to this day regret the decimation of the shark population because of the book and the film. I really truly regret that. That's the one thing I still fear. Not to get eaten by a shark, but the sharks are somehow mad at me for the feeding frenzy of crazy sports fishermen that happened after 1975, end quote. So, just because, so basically they're saying, so before Jaws came out in 1975, before it got into theaters, before it became the first blockbuster ever, so you're saying that before the movie came out, the livelihood of sharks' population was fine. You think people still weren't hunting sharks for their fins and all that stuff before Jaws came along, right? So you're saying that after the movie came out, now all the fishermen are just going to go out and kill all the sharks because what? People are afraid to go into the water now because of the movie. Well, they mentioned the book too, but what does the book have to do? I mean, it was a book. You're reading a book, right? It was fiction. It was the movie that was scared a lot of people and afraid of going in the water. So yeah, so it's the movie's fault that the sharks are being, or the population of sharks are being killed. So it's the movie's fault. So that's why he regrets it now. So it's like saying, and it's like even saying like, okay, so it's probably as dumb as saying as okay, well, how is this? How I wanted to word this. Because you're gonna say about making Jurassic Park because of exploits the extinction of dinosaurs or whatever, or I'm trying to think of another good example. I want to try to think of a good example. Maybe the one with Jurassic Park was not a good one though, but shit. Or what about Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home? You could say, Star Trek: The Voyage Home saved the whales, the movie. Or Free Willy, those you can't show. Well, those movies will be impacted because of the decimation population of the whales because of all the whalings. Or about Moby Dick. How about the book? They mentioned the book and the movie for Jaws. How about the book and the movies about Moby Dick? Did anyone's gonna regret about the book about Hermanville? Hermanville, who was the guy who the author of Moby Dick? You think him or the people who made all these Moby Dick adaptations, or because they regret those because of whaling, because whales are evil like Moby Dick, so we should extrude all the whales from the face, wipe all the whales out, right? Isn't that how dumb it sounds? Yeah, I think that's a better example. Because because Moby Dick, whales are bad, and now we have to. So again, how it sounds stupid. Okay, so yeah, once again, so like blame the movies for. It's like also what the times with horror slasher films like Nightmare on Elm Street or Child's Play, because those those type of films that were blamed on real life crimes when people died from. And there was like a real life crime. There was like real life crimes where they blamed the movies for what happened. there was like incident with Nightmare on Elm Street, and then Child's Play. Yeah, so there was Child's Play 3. There was a time when Child's Play 3 came out, and like two other kids killed another kid, and they were saying after seeing Child's Play 3, and they said, "Oh hey, I'm Chucky. Want to play?" So blame the movie, but no. Except, no, because the thing is, though, the kids were messed up to begin with, probably, and they wanted to do that. But, and I think there was another thing with, happened with Nightmare on Elm Street. Movies are made to be fun, not to be, to showcase, oh, people can just go out in real life and kill people, right? No, because the people who did those crimes, because they're just not, or they're fucked up in the head, okay? Messed up in the head, fucked up in the head, whatever you can say, okay? They weren't right to begin with. So yeah, blame the movies. And Spielberg, I'm saying you're just full of shit, okay? Especially consider how all the praise how this film has gone over the years. You know, consider one of the greatest movies or horror films of all time. You know how much it was the first blockbuster of its time, and even though it made three other sequels, even though the fourth one, but saying how it has become a masterpiece, an all-time classic, and yet you want to shit on your own movie because of how the population of the sharks are dying because of this. Or okay, so you're basically saying, oh, because of after the movie's released, what, fishermen now are just go and kill all the sharks now? No, because because that's why there was a law that says it's illegal to sharks, because they do it to cut the fins off, for shark fin soup, right? The laws against whaling and all that stuff. The whole thing is just stupid. Steven Spielberg. Even my dad, well, he said this though, but even my dad said, Steven Spielberg, he's such a loser. He said he's such a loser. That's what he said. I just say, yeah, I'll probably kind of say the same thing. I know because I know I'm trash talking against one of my all-time favorite directors, but the thing is though, they may be great directors, whether you're a great actor or whatever. You're behind the scenes of who you are as a person, right? Just like it's just like, well, what I said before. You know what? Screw it. It's like with LeBron James, right? Hey, bring that up. Yeah, he may be a great basketball player, but the thing is, though, he's a zero as a human being. Zero as a human being. Same goes with whether it's an actor or baseball player, basketball player, or whether a movie director, though. Okay. Sometimes they're on the right. Sometimes a lot of times they're on the wrong. 90% of the times they're on the wrong. And Steven Spielberg is no exception. Yes, I said Jurassic Park is my all-time favorite film. I love Jurassic Park to death. Steven Spielberg, I love him as a director. Okay, I love most of his movies. But yeah, the thing is though, there are times just because but to me it's not gonna excuse all the silly shit they say. Okay. In this case, what Steven Spielberg says about he regrets Jaws now, nearly 50 years later, because of the impact of the shark population. Give me a fucking break, okay? Steven Spielberg, you're just full of shit. I'm sorry to say that. So get your head out of your ass, okay? Stop thinking about blame it on movies for what happens in real life things, okay? So what? Just like say with Moby Dick, right? Where the book or the TV shows, movies or whatever. So if those are those gonna be moved because whales are evil and now you're going to go and kill all the whales now? No, but the only thing is though, whaling has existed long before movies had. Okay. We gotta time travel to stop all the whalings from happening from all the whale. You see what I'm getting at here? So I just had to do this little vlog here because it caught my attention because I love Spielberg though. I love Jaws, This is people just say the stupidest things. They just say the stupidest things, okay? And like I said, this is say, but like I mentioned, like with those horror slash films that happen with those real life crimes, murders, whatever, you know, blame the movies? No, because those people were unstable to begin with. Okay, they were batshit crazy. You know, we can blame or The Dark Knight Rises was the film got again blamed because a guy went to a theater and killed those people because of the movie. No, because it was because the guy is crazy. Okay, the guy was crazy in Colorado. Yeah, it was in Colorado, and the guy went and shot up killed people because when The Dark Knight Rises came out. No, that's not the movie's fault. It's the guy, it's the person himself. They're crazy. And the same thing here, you know. It's just sometimes they just need, you know, Steven Spielberg, and who wants to say this stupid shit? If you're gonna say this stupid shit, just keep it to yourselves, okay? Otherwise, you're just gonna end up making an ass out of yourself, and people for you to judge, okay? Like me, okay? Sometimes you just shut up about what you say about saying stupid things, okay? The shark population is not dying because of the Jaws, because people still want to go out and kill sharks because they want to make shark fin soup, probably. So yeah, I just hey, but if you agree or disagree with what I say, that's fine. But if you think he's wrong, if you think he's right on this, then I don't know what to say. I mean, I think probably say probably a lot of you guys say it's probably dumb to say he regrets Jaws because of this. Come on, Jaws is an all-time classic, an all-time masterpiece, one of the greatest films ever made. It's considered one of the best horror films ever made. You know, awesome score by John Williams. You know, and the great practical effects of the shark, even despite the issues it had from back in the day. You know, Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss, those three guys, and let alone Quint's death was one of the best deaths I've seen. Quint's death was one of the best deaths in horror films. You know, a very impactful horror death. You know, literally getting eaten by a shark. You know, smile, you son of a bitch. Yeah, Spielberg, he has FOSS. Full of shit syndrome, that's what he is. But anyway, I had to get this out of the way. I just want to talk about this, how the stupidity people would say, in Hollywood. Steven Spielberg, just keep it to yourself, okay? It's not the movie's fault, alright? So don't say you regret making Jaws because of that. No, it's not the movie's fault, alright? If people, it's other people that wants to continue hunting sharks, okay? If you think so, why don't you go out there and tell those other fishermen who wants to hunt sharks, hey, stop this, okay? You're killing the population. Why don't you go and tell all those other fishermen who wants to say that, okay? But anyway, I gotta go. I'm done now, okay? But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll see you next time. Later.